So we're back with Tier 4 of the MCU tier listing for the What We've Watched podcast. My name is Chris.
Is that...
And we've done up tiers 1, 2, and 3, as you can see here. And now we have 16 films for Tier 4.
Yeah, well, we have
actually,
series now.
Series now, yeah. Because
that's why there's, yeah.
It's a lot of TV in here. Yeah.
There is quite a lot now, yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I think the first 3 things for this phase are all television.
Yeah, which is kind of what.
Yeah, yeah. Which is, yeah, it's a bit crazy. Before we do on that, any thoughts about changing anything? You're like I'm good with where it's sitting for now.
I'm good for now. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
As we go through, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so my A is filling up there. Your B is sort of the same. We sort of flipped. Our A's and B's are sort of a bit flipped in terms of how much.
Little
we're
bit,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got extra.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit more A's than you have B's. But...
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. And then we both have exactly the same 3 movies in the C tier. Oh no, that's not true. No. You've got Ragnarok down there. And I've got.
I think that's Dark World, right?
Dark World, yeah. Sorry, Dark World. Yeah, you've got Dark World down there because you've got Iron Man in D, and I have
Iron Man 3. Yeah.
Iron Man 3 in D, yeah, and I have
it's Guardians 2, right?
Yeah, Guardians 2 there, but yeah. All right, so we kick off Phase 4 with WandaVision, the first MCU TV show. Which, kind of different.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is that, of course, that it wasn't actually supposed to be the next thing out.
That's right.
One thing that we're going to encounter here is all the things that were affected by the COVID restrictions.
Yeah, because this is January of 2021.
Yeah. So what happened there is that WandaVision was just the closest to being ready when it was shut down.
Right.
So when they came back and restarted, it was just easier to finish it than it was for anything else.
Yeah.
So they ended up bumping it up to first. Actually, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was intended to be first.
That's right. Yeah, because that was supposed to be like fall of 2020 or something like that.
So,
and then,
but yeah, for WandaVision, it's definitely one where like I feel like overall, it's usually pretty well regarded, especially like critically and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I do find it's a little bit divisive with fandom and stuff because like some people just don't really dig the nature of how the show is.
The way the one-off and the...
Well, it's a very particular style, without getting into all the intricacies of it. But like, I personally really like it.
Yeah, same.
Because it works for me. It operates in an area that's kind of up my alley. I think for me, I would put it like maybe in A... maybe right below Iron Man.
All right.
Yeah.
I also big fan of it. I thought they did a fantastic job with this. The fact that it came out like in a different order, actually, I think it affects probably this show the least of all the other ones.
Well, that's the other thing. Is that it didn't really matter.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in 8 as well. You know what? I think I'm gonna follow you there. I'm gonna put it just below Iron Man. Yeah, so I got my second
my second row of A's now is in effect. Yeah. Like one of the things that I really notice about that, just real quickly before we move on, is like, part of that division of like people who enjoy it and people don't is like because of the fact that it takes several episodes before like they really get into like what's actually going on,
right?
And it can seem a little slow. And so I think like the division of people who really like WandaVision versus didn't is like, if you can kind of just go with what it's doing and enjoy the early episodes for what they are, which is that those sort of like sitcom, those historical sitcom pastiche kind of thing that they were doing, with, you know, the undercurrents of kind of the themes, you know, of what the show's about, then I think that you could really enjoy it in a way that people who just wanted like a straightforward, like, where's the story? Like, where's the meat of it? Those people might be a little disappointed, right? Sure. Yeah. Anyways.
It's unconventional for...
Yeah, especially because it sort of came out of nowhere. And there was no prior... Like, there was no real prior setup for it, you know? So, anyways.
But so next up, now we got Falcon and Winter Soldier. Two great tastes that taste great together. This show is such a weird one for me because the two actors and the characters they play work so well together. They have such great on-screen presence. You know, mixing in what's his name in this as well, U.S. agent there. It's the character stuff is so dynamite. And then, you know, we bring back Baron, Zemo, which is gold. But the story is kind of so-so. And so it's a really tough one to me because this one, like, it's funny, it's got some great action, the character stuff is so good, there's such good chemistry. But then, like what happens is, like, other than basically introducing what's his name? What's the U.S. agent? What's is the character?
Oh, Walker.
Walker, yeah.
John Walker.
James. I don't. It's kind of forgettable in some ways. So I'm actually gonna throw it. Whoops, not an F. I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw it on the bottom of B here.
Okay.
It's another one where I really like half of it. Like the character half of it. And I'm so on the story half.
Yeah, I mean, I basically agree. I think the biggest problem for me, I actually really didn't like it
I remember
when it first came out.
Yeah.
It just did not interest me at all.
Yeah.
Over time.
Well, I remember, like, you didn't even finish it at the time, I don't think, or something like that.
Not right away.
Not
right away. I did go back.
Yeah.
But it's definitely grown on me. Mostly because of those good elements, like the character stuff. And some of the sort of good, But I think the problem for me and the biggest issue that I had and why I had problems with it is that it feels like a movie plot.
Yes.
That they made into 6
episodes. They stretched out into a...
And it just, if you had tightened up, like, there's all this stuff going on, and if you just sort of tightened up the subplots a little bit, which, like, you can easily do, because the actual core storyline or core plot is not really enough for a show.
Yeah.
So if you just tightened up those, like, extra scenes that were basically padding it out a bit, it could have easily just been a movie.
Exactly.
And it probably would have been a lot stronger. But it does have a lot of cool moments. There's just it just felt like they made it a show and it was like, okay, well then we have to have, like, all these additional, like, have the whole thing with, like, you know, Sam's, like, family and the boat and like going to try to get a loan at the bank and all this, and it's just like, okay, like, yeah, but
it's interesting character stuff.
Like, in a movie you could have done all that in, like, a couple of minutes worth of you know,
not a whole episode,
quick little scenes, right? And just everything like that seemed very drawn out in order to make it a series when it really didn't really support it. But it has a lot of cool stuff too, and like I said, it's really grown on me. I'm gonna go B as well. I will put it right below Hulk, between Hulk and Thor.
Okie doke. All right.
Yeah.
So B for both of us.
So B, but, you know, a little ways up, but not too far up. Yeah. I like it.
All right. Now it's time for Loki.
The only season 1.
the only show to get 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And quite different. Like, kind of falls into the like the Wanda category of, like, what is his show?
Yeah.
And of course it gets even more so in the second season.
Yeah.
But I mean, people love Hiddleston.
Yeah.
Like, so much that I think carried like this show.
Yeah. Well, and I think people
like the Loki character.
People had really grown to really like Loki.
Yeah.
And the sort of like, and being able to get that emotional impact.
Well, because this was already like post Ragnarok, where we had gotten the Loki and Thor stuff,
and getting the emotional impact of like Loki's death.
Yeah.
Loki's real death.
Yeah.
In Infinity War still is still matters.
It's still
because that Loki is gone. That Loki's gone forever.
Yeah,
Loki will never, right? But like the fact that we still kind of get a Loki, and then he's still able to undergo a lot of the similar character development, but in a different way, and then ultimately even take it further, was really cool. Obviously, it's a bit sticky because of like the tie-ins with, moving towards the Kang stuff, which now it's like, well, is anything ever going to come?
Yeah, well, that was
not.
At the time we didn't know,
but it works kind of in
Mm-hmm.
its own way of like just being within it, right? Yeah. So I mean, I love Loki. I would probably go season 1. I would say probably. I would probably put it be under WandaVision.
Right under WandaVision?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going
That's Shang-Chi.
You're right. That's Loki.
Yep.
That's the one. The one that says Loki on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's so small. It's
Yeah. I got it. I'm also going to put it A. I'm going to put it a little bit higher. Okay. I think I'm going to put it on the side of Iron Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So very similar, but just on the other side.
I really like the Loki series. I really like the character.
Yeah.
I like all the stuff they did with it. Very just so all the different Lokis, and it's just really great. It's the only TV series that I've watched more than once. Primarily rewatching season 1 before season 2 came out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Now it's time for Black Widow.
Okay, so we're back into movies finally.
Yeah, summer of 2021.
Yeah. So the first movie of this phase, which, and again, I mean, it's kind of a weird one because being that it's like kind of a prequel to where we're at chronologically and taking place before Infinity War. Or before Infinity War.
Before Infinity War. Yeah.
So
this was the direct to streaming film.
Yeah, I mean it was in theaters too, but
was it in theaters?
Yeah.
I didn't think. I thought it was simultaneous.
Yeah,
That's
they
right.
just it was simultaneous, and that was where they ran into a problem. 100% it was a theatrical release.
Yeah.
I don't think none of the movies have ever been only streaming.
Only streaming. Okay. Yeah. It's the one it's the only movie I haven't seen. I saw it. I watched it at home. I didn't.
Oh yeah. No, I saw it there.
But or maybe that's not true. Maybe I did watch it.
Anyways, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You've seen it. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, we've talked about this. You know that I have issues with the fact that it's like, why is that when we got a Black Widow movie and not while the character was literally like alive and like because it just feels a little bit, other than like, in addition to suffering from the usual like prequelitis, issues.
Well, it's kind of weird because it's like
you have the
phase 4, but it's not really phase 4. It's actually like
Well, and besides suffering from the usual prequelitis issues, you also have the fact that like, well, in some ways it's like even worse than just like a prequel because it's like a story of a character who's literally gone and will never have any.
Like none of this means anything.
Like we'll never have any more development.
Yeah.
So it's just like. So I mean, the main thing that this movie really gave us was Yelena.
Yes.
That's like the main thing that really mattered. I mean, don't get me wrong. I liked Natasha in this. I thought Scarlett Johansson did a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, that I'm a big fan. She's a great actress.
Oh, yeah.
So it was it wasn't the problems with how the character was treated.
It
was the problems with how it fit into the greater grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a real, why is this movie here?
it should have been done much earlier and been much more significant to the greater plot line. Because all it really is like filling in some backstory and basically getting a little more detail about. And like I said, the main thing...
Like, there's a lot of stuff with her dad in it too, right? Which is... or is there not that much stuff in there with that? With the...
Oh, you mean... Like, do you mean like the Red Guardians?
Yeah, Red Guardians.
That's not obviously not their real dad.
No. But
they were a fake. They're always a fake family.
Fake family.
But I know what you mean. Yeah. But yes, I mean, technically it introduces him too, which is somewhat significant. Yeah. But still, I would say that number one, the most important thing is introducing Yelena and Val. Actually, is in the post introduced in the post credit. Which is pretty significant. So yeah, it's got its issues, but I mean, I still enjoy aspects of it, and the big thing that it did was bring us those characters. So for me, I'm gonna say like bottom of B.
Bottom of B. Okay. It doesn't wanna.
And that's only because for introducing those characters, basically.
Yeah.
And for how great Yelena is. Because otherwise, it would probably be bottom of C.
Yeah. So, bottom of C is where I'm putting it.
Yeah.
I really liked... I mean, I liked Scarlett Johansson's performance in it, regardless of the fact that it was...
Yeah.
And, of course, Yelena is such a great character. Yeah. You know, we see a lot of her going forward. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Guardian, he's so much fun.
Yeah.
But the big thing knocking it from a B to a C for me is completely wasting Taskmaster. One of my favorite characters.
And that's the thing is
completely flushing that character.
The thing about that is that, of course, that's where like that personal, like because to me that doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. Anything.
I don't care.
Yeah, you don't care about Taskmaster.
In fact, if anything, well, whatever.
Yeah,
we won't get into that.
Oh yeah. Well,
we need to keep moving. But for me, that's like not even a factor, really. Yeah. I mean, it's a factor only in the sense that it's part of the bigger picture of the issues with that movie, and the fact that it's like a very flawed kind of movie.
But you know, I still like it.
Yeah,
but it's
but honestly, it would be bottom of C for me as well if it wasn't for
the Yelena stuff,
those characters, and especially Yelena.
I mean, if it wasn't for the Yelena, it'd probably be a D. Like,
well, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. All right. That was time for Shang-Chi.
All right. Another
really
sort of
change.
Black sheep,
in
some ways, in being that it's so different.
Yeah, this was the genre. What was it? The Disney courting the Chinese audience. Supposedly.
I mean, to an extent, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot about that, but it's
kind of its own thing too.
Yeah. But
yeah.
I really like Shang-Chi.
Yeah, it's good.
So much fun. Mm-hmm. You know, we get the Ten Rings stuff, the actual Ten Rings stuff that was hinted on earlier.
Yeah.
You know, I think the character, they did a good job with Shang-Chi, and all the related stuff.
Yeah.
You know, Ben Kingsley comes back.
Yeah.
Also, it's just a really good looking movie. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I think my sort of only is like, I feel it was also, but this isn't really a plus or a minus, I guess, but it's like, it felt very like standalone.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
And it felt kind of standalone and kind of small in a way.
Yeah.
Which is very weird considering
it felt very local.
The stakes.
Well, yeah, it was like, yeah.
It just
had the same like high stakes, low impact feel that Doctor Strange did.
Yeah.
Where it was like, oh no, but it also felt like it was all happening like in a city block kind of deal.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put Shang-Chi.
It's also nice to see like they kind of stepped up their like physical action game.
Yeah.
Like all the fighting stuff is sense. Really, really good.
You know,
it makes sense except for like I realized Marvel Studios wasn't responsible for Iron Fist, but like,
oh well, yeah. I mean,
but that's an example of something where they were like, "Hey, let's like make a thing about like
and then
a character that's supposed to be like the best fighter in the universe,
and get an actor that can't do the job,
and then well, not just the actor. They didn't
direct it.
They didn't take the care to make sure that it was done well, right? Yeah. And it's like, you can't do that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw this one in B, just behind Ragnarok here.
Okay.
Really great film. I've seen a couple of times. It's very fun.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do B at the top.
Oh, right, all the way at the top of B. Oh,
yeah,
okay, a little high. Yeah.
I really I really like it, but it just doesn't quite have that like oomph that I like to see. But it's really good.
All right, it's time for Eternals.
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. So, never has there been a Marvel movie that I was looking forward to so much.
Yeah.
That disappointed me so hard.
Yeah.
And it was a weird kind of disappointment because, like, I liked most of the characters. There was some interesting stuff in the movie. You know, like, it left the where the movie leaves things in an interesting place.
Yeah.
But like, it also kind of sucks.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest problem for me is the fact that it's so different. Like obviously, like with the cinematic stuff, like with the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the movies, it's like they change a lot of things and they do their own version of things, and that's fine because I mean, even comics, like continuity is like very loose, and basically they change characters and they retcon and revamp characters all the time. Whatever, not a big deal. But like, the problem with Eternals was that it was like the level of based on the source material was definitely the lowest of any other general.
Just full of pointless changes.
Even Guardians, which like had a lot of changes, but it's still kind of kept with the basic themes and the basic, descriptions of the characters.
This was like so much of it was just like, well, you're using the names, but you're not that
exactly. It was like in name only, and I just didn't see the point. I was like,
if you're going to do it this way, why bother?
Why is this an Eternals movie if they're not actually going to use any of the actual stuff about them and just change everything?
And it wasn't like the changes because it was only we feel we needed to like maybe step it up from the comics.
They just felt so unnecessary.
No, if anything, they like dialed it back.
Yeah. So for me, I'm not going to go F. Yeah. Because I don't think it's a completely worthless piece of crap.
Yeah.
I liked certain things about it. I enjoyed certain things about it. I will, however, put it at the bottom
of D.
Below Iron Man 3 in D. Because I do think it's the worst of what we've seen up to this point.
Yeah.
Easily. But, because like, even though like Iron Man 3 kind of annoys me more in some ways because it's Iron Man 3 and it should be like amazing.
Yeah.
And it just was so like goofy and unnecessarily. But with Eternals, I still think would put below this because it was just such a misfire.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it wasn't completely worthless. I still liked a few things here and there about it. So
I mean, good. I guess like they wanted to try something new, but like also why this new?
Excellent cast. Like, they definitely like diverging in terms of like the like exact description of the characters, like making this character like female instead of male, making this character different like ethnicity or whatever. Yeah. Like that stuff I didn't really matter too much. All of the cast was good. But they just weren't. It was just the way it was executed. Anyways.
Yeah. All right. Our final film of 2021, Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh, Spider-Man No Way Home. So this is the third Spider-Man. This is the big multiversal.
The
thing with
Doctor Strange.
All the other Spider-Mans coming back.
And all the other Spider-Man.
The villains coming back.
Yeah. So
from the Sony series.
An extremely full Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of a this one sits kind of funny for me because like I really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
But it leaves Spider-Man in a place where we haven't done anything with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know how to think about the ending of this movie because right now it's kind of just a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And so it's like leaving a movie on a cliffhanger. is a weird thing to do. I mean, even in the Marvel universe, really
necessarily call it a cliffhanger per se, because it's more of a new end of a era, beginning of a new era.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
But having no idea what they're going to do with it.
It's not really cliffhanger in the same way that like
Infinity War.
It's not just stopping the story. It completes this story.
Yeah.
What we don't get is what is it going to look like going forward.
Yeah.
That's what we don't get.
Yeah. But lots of fun with the multiple Spider-Mans.
Oh my god, dude! I had my doubts in terms of like, how is this going to work? Is this going to work well?
Yeah.
And
what are we doing here? Come on now.
And what really made it work well was that they all had such good chemistry, and their interactions off of each other was actually really good.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure that was going to be the case.
Yeah.
And I loved how they furthered the individual storylines by their actions here. They furthered their storylines from their own movies.
Yes. Which is a clever thing to do.
The fact that we never even thought we would see any more of those versions ever. Yeah. They're like old, done versions.
You told me at the end of Spider-Man 3 that Tobey Maguire is going to appear in an MCU movie.
Years and years.
Well, first off, I
would
have gone, what's MCU? Well, and then 15 years later, we're going to see him in whatever.
But I love how they actually they showed how his maturity, because he was the oldest and he'd been Spider-Man for the longest, and they sort of showed how he had how far he had come with his maturity from his movies. And then, with the Garfield one, they showed, how, him being the one to save MJ.
Yeah.
And it kind of how it tied into his loss of Gwen. And how that, never really, he never was able to sort of get over that. And not to say that this is, getting over it, but just, coming to terms and, having that moment of redemption in a way, you know, even if it's only in his own mind. The villains were very well done in the sense that in many cases more well done than the movies they originally came from, especially Electro was so much more better done.
Incredible considering how bad it was.
Doc Ock was already kind of fairly good in Spider-Man 2, so there wasn't really too much need for improvement there.
I mean, we got our Sinister Six basically you know.
But it's definitely a mixed bag because it's trying to do so much.
Yes.
So it has a little bit of the...
I said, it's a very full movie.
It has a bit of the similar problems as, say, Endgame and things like that, where when you're just trying to do, so much, and it's very easy for things to kind of collapse under their own weight a little bit.
Yeah.
But for me, it was really good. Where do I put it? See, the problem is also, this is probably one of the ones that I've seen the least.
Yeah, I've only seen it the one time.
And I feel like I'm not, I need a rewatch and I'm not that familiar. Because a lot of times, a lot of them I get to see them extra times, or at least mostly see them extra times from watching reactors.
Right.
And a lot of reactors haven't actually gotten to this one.
Oh.
Because, because it's so far along, but also, because... people kind of have to see all of the Spider-Man stuff and whatnot before they see this one as well. So sometimes that delays a little bit.
It's a lot of catching up.
It's a lot of catching up. But I think I'll put it at... Oh, man. Bottom of A.
Bottom of A.
Yeah, okay. It's really hard, man. I'm thinking almost B-ish, but thinking about it, I definitely should have done a rewatch on this one. But thinking about it and how much I enjoyed the Spider-Mans interacting, the Peters interacting, how much I enjoyed just some of the miscellaneous. I mean, we haven't even talked about Aunt May and all that stuff. Just, I really thought that they did a good job with a lot of things. It was just, I think it had potential to be even higher, possibly even an S-tier movie. But it was trying to do so much. And it's so hard for things like that not to collapse a little bit under their own weight.
Yeah, I agree with you totally there. I'm also going to put it at the bottom of A as well.
Okay.
I was tempted to put it into the B's, but I you know what? It is there's just so much. Again, there's so much in it, and so much of it is good.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, you know, but it's one of those, like, I think a rewatch would just confirm it's A. I don't think it would ever be S tier, though, but
no, anyway, it wouldn't. I'm saying it would in the sense that, like, if it was just a little more...
Oh, a little tighter.
A little tighter, a little stronger overall.
Yeah. All right, so...
It has a lot of S elements, is what I'm saying, right?
Yes, yeah,
much like with Endgame, where, like, I dock it a lot based on the fact that it really collapses under, you know, the total of its parts.
Yeah.
However, Endgame undoubtedly has many S-tier elements to it because there's just so much in it, right?
So continuing multiverse stuff, we're now Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
All right. I don't have too much to say here. I would say probably...
It's a weird movie.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. I would probably put it at... I put it at C, at the bottom of C.
Which one of these is?
Oh, that's a good question.
I dragged the wrong one up again. Oh, I've done it again. There's Shang-Chi down here.
Oh, so you moved?
I moved yeah, okay. So we need to do. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and Multiverse Madness. Because I was like, wait, where is Multiverse Madness? There we go. Yeah. So this is a bit of a weird movie. It leans hard on all the strange, quote unquote, parts of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's they kind of let Sam Raimi make a Sam Raimi movie.
Yes,
and I respect that. However, I have a lot of serious issues with it. And because I don't really agree with it, even though, like, yes, you can justify by, like, Wanda's working with the Darkhold obviously affected her and corrupted her further, but I just don't buy, after WandaVision and the journey that the character goes on, to just suddenly turn around and be like, oh, and then now she's just like this crazy villain. And then, like, it just...
I mean, I understand why they make her that, because, like, she's set up like she doesn't want to be the villain, but she's being pushed there by everyone else because everybody is, like, way too paranoid about her.
But I mean, realistically, the Wanda that we saw up until this point would never go this far.
No, that's true.
And 100% it's because of being influenced by the Darkhold. I mean, the movie basically says as much because at the end, when she kind of comes to her senses a little bit, she decides to destroy all the Darkholds. You know, along with herself. So I mean, like, that's fine, but it's just, you know, in the comics you can kind of get away with that because you can be like, you know, like, oh, this character's bad now, this character's good again, this character's bad again, this character's good.
Well, just wait a few months and we'll change
you have like decades to like have characters flip flop, but like in a movie series or like a cinematic series, like, you need to be a little more focused with how characters develop, and it just seemed to me like, what was the point of all the other character development with her if they were just going to turn around and be like, do a U-turn and be like, WandaVision was all about her learning why it was wrong, what she was doing in that, and that basically
they could have had her
to take some responsibility
villain in the same way, without writing it the way they did. You know,
and then the other thing is like the Illuminati stuff is unforgivable.
Oh,
that's some of the worst things I've seen in the entire... And like, the Illuminati stuff alone is an F.
It does.
Automatically.
It's nothing. They're in it, then they're out of it, and there's no...
But it's a total character assassassination of all of those characters. Like, all of those characters, it just makes them look completely stupid.
It's awful.
And just the worst ever... Like, the worst way that any characters have ever been handled in a movie. So, like...
I mean, possibly that was the... that was the thing. Like, it was supposed to be like, here are these characters and they're terrible, and, you know, because, you know, it's not like they were in it for very long, but it's still like...
Yeah, but you can't... Because that destroys anything going forward, too. Like, even other... Like, that taints even, like, other versions of those characters. You know? Like, it's just... You can't just... So, So, I'm gonna go... But, I mean, I still, like, enjoyed a lot of things about it.
I wish there had been way more stuff with... American Chavez.
Yeah, she was great. Perfect. She was perfectly cast.
I mean, hopefully there'll be more stuff with her in the future, but
yeah, I mean, I think she's supposed to be in Champions, so being a younger,
it'd be weird to just introduce the character and then
being
do nothing,
a younger character, I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be in Champions.
Yeah,
but yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna go bottom C.
Bottom C
because it's basically a D with like. I liked
a few cool things.
I liked a few things about it. And I liked the stuff, the very Sam Raimi stuff was great.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Strange taking control of Dead Strange.
Yeah.
And using it as, like, basically like a zombie Strange. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. Even, like, the fight, like, the music magic fight with the evil Strange. Yeah. Like, stuff like that.
So it's one of those, like, some of the stuff.
Bruce Campbell, like
the Bruce Campbell.
All the things that were very Sam Raimi were great because I really liked the fact that they just let him let him be Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
But it was the core, like, he's not responsible for the script. Mm-hmm. He's not responsible for, like, because, like, Marvel has a plan of, like, this is where we're going with this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like he can only do so much with that. Yeah. So, I mean, like, I disagree with some of the basic decisions that were made. With how to handle characters and things like that, but I think that the movie as like the making of the movie was great.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go see as well, but I'm gonna put it up here just after Age of Ultron.
Okay.
A little bit higher in the C there.
Okay.
Okay. Wakanda Forever.
Oh yeah, man! I forgot we even got that as well. That's
wild.
I mean,
so this was the sequel, which unfortunately
wild to do. Have to do a sequel when your lead actor's gone.
Yeah,
and lead character.
I mean, I think they did a very good job of honoring him in the film.
Yeah.
I, as a big Namor fan, was like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna see here?
Yeah.
I thought he was great.
Yes.
My big problem with the movie is I don't really like. Well, it's not I don't like. She's not my favorite character. Shuri. Like,
yeah, well, that's definitely a problem.
She's fine.
Given that she's essentially
she's the main character,
the new protagonist.
She's fine.
Yeah,
but like I'm not, and I think maybe that is just because like she's got big shoes to fill.
Yeah,
and I'm like she's fine. But, like, she did not fill those shoes at all for me.
Yeah.
Like, Kid Black Panther just didn't cut it for me. It just sort of... But I really like the movie.
Yeah.
And so it's like this tough where I'm like, how do you rank a movie where you like everything about it except that the main character is a little flat for you? Mm-hmm. And it's like, how was it for you?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I think the only problem really for me is... I thought that the stuff with the addition of like the Riri Williams Ironheart stuff.
Yeah.
Not that it was not good. It was just it was an extra thing that the movie didn't need. That was like that I don't think made it better.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah,
I totally had forgotten about all that. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Well,
too.
exactly, and that's exactly my point. Is that it feels like you could just take it out and it would change nothing.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like obviously they were setting up the character.
Sure,
that's fine, but it was the only thing that to me felt out of place. Where I'm. This is going to be a very, very, very hot take.
Okay, where are you putting this?
Very controversial.
Oh yeah.
For me, I actually, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I like it better than the first one. I'm putting it at A, at the very top of A.
That's
the first one. Because
wild.
I think it has a better story, other than just, like I said, like a couple of things that don't need to be there. But the overall plot line, I think, is better. I forget what they actually call them, but what would be the Atlanteans, in the comics. I know they turned it into that sort of like
the Aztec-y
kind of thing, which is I'm fine with. It adds a little bit of a point of interest that makes it like different and kind of more its own thing, which is what they were trying to do.
Well,
but they still kept like the blue.
Them, I think, a little
they still kept
too.
The blue thing.
Yep.
They still kept them being like very superhuman and very like formidable and scary. Like so, all that stuff was so good. Namor was so good. It's not what I imagined because, of course, I never would have imagined like Namor as like like a Mexican slash like you know like that sort of
Latin American.
I would never have imagined it that way because obviously it's not really portrayed that way. But in the context of what they were doing with his people and whatnot, and with like where they're from and stuff, it made perfect sense.
Yeah,
and I thought, but everything except for that was like bang on. Like they really didn't hold back on like, oh yeah, we're just gonna have this guy with like, you know, pointed ears and little wings on his feet that he uses when he flies, and he's ridiculously strong and basically like one of the highest powered like characters. Oh, and a literally straight up confirmed mutant. So like there were so many cool things about it, and I really love the plot line. Angela Bassett as like the queen. I mean, like the fact
continues to be
everything that she's gone through, and then of course we lose her in this one too. Yeah. But like, you know, I mean, she was nominated for an Oscar for it. Yeah. Because her performance was so good. And I like Shuri. Like I mean, obviously I prefer her as a supporting character to T'Challa and as more of like part of the greater cast rather than as the main character. But since they had to do something, because they didn't have Chadwick, it's like, for me it worked because I thought she did good. And at least what the cool thing about it is it gave her a very strong arc. Like her arc in many ways is stronger than T'Challa's was in the first movie because he was already like, oh yeah, he's like this great king. He's only just become like he's just become king, but you can tell he's going to be great. He's an amazing hero already. Like he's because like a lot of his arc already happened in Civil War. That whole like thing of where he doesn't kill Zemo because he's like, you know, they're being consumed by their by their thirst for vengeance or whatever. He's like, I'm done being consumed by mine. And that sort of more like measured approach that he takes, he already kind of had that arc. So like in his own movie, he didn't really have that much of an arc. It was basically just like he's becoming acclimated to being king. Killmonger comes and beats him. He almost dies. He comes back, beats Killmonger, takes back the kingship. That's end of movie. It's a great movie, but it's such a simple. But this one had like so much more going on, and like Shuri had so much more of an arc because she came from nothing. Like she came from just being like the little sister who was like the science person, and now she's thrust into this position of having to be responsible for everything, not at all being ready for it. No, you know, and then having to fight Namor, which is like so far beyond, and having to figure out like how to deal with that. Right. And then also losing her mother. So now effectively she's lost her father, brother, and mother all in this like short, you know, and she's expected to run, you know, to run her country and lead her people. It's Black Panther. There's just so much more to it. Yeah. And so because of that,
it's a movie that has a ton in it. Like in terms of like like there's so much emotional stuff going on.
And because of Black Panther not being there, because of T'Challa not being there, it allowed not just Shuri, but like all the sort of side cast to shine a lot more. Like everybody gets a lot more to do, right? And so for me, it's just a stronger movie overall. Oh, okay. Would I prefer that Chadwick hadn't died and that we could it would have been a completely different movie, a real Black Panther movie and have the real Black Panther as he was? Of course I do. Yeah. Of course I wish that. Yeah. But since that's not the world we live in, as an alternative, this is a pretty damn good one. Yeah. Because they took something that was basically like a very tragic circumstance, a very unfortunate circumstance from a producing movies standpoint, and they did like just about the best that they possibly could with that by just making a great film. So I love it. It's borderline S.
Okay. For me,
it would be S if it wasn't for the Riri stuff, I think. Yeah. Because that's the one thing that really just doesn't fit.
Yeah. It's. I mean, that's a
like I have nothing against the character, but why is that in this movie? Like I understand the like mechanically, like it was the whole because she built the vibranium detector that the government had, and that tied into it the whole, and so the Namor wanted to take her out because you know she was putting his people in danger, blah blah. Like I get how it fit into the plot, but like it was totally unnecessary, and she has nothing else to do with that world, like the world of Wakanda and the world of
Well, it's a very secular like world, sort of in the same way of like how like Doctor Strange stuff is very like secular and like it's its own thing. But yeah, for me, I agree with all the things you say about the my problem is just I find Shuri to be just boring. So I'm putting it mid B here.
Okay. Not even to mention like getting more like Everett Ross and Val stuff where you find out that they were married.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
so crazy. Yeah.
Like all that was awesome. Yeah. Anyway,
I totally forgot about that. That is that's good stuff. Yeah. That's a whole little side thing in there. Yeah. All right. So now after this, Hawkeye.
Oh, we skipped Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, Thor: Love and Thunder.
That should have been before.
All right. Yeah. So So okay, before Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah, that's right. Because that came out after Doctor Strange. There. Yeah. That was the other summer film that year.
Yeah.
Third Thor movie.
Yeah.
Kind of starting to wear around the edges.
Definitely.
Diminishing returns, I think.
Yeah, it was like because they just going down that same route of like the Taika Waititi style that like what he established on Ragnarok. Mm-hmm. There's
it's
obviously this is one of the most hated. Like Love and Thunder is one of the ones that is always like consistently lowest, one of the lowest.
Really,
rated.
I didn't know that.
I
thought it was generally quite.
People hate it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like fans and stuff. Yeah. Everyone's always like, "Oh, it's so stupid. The villain's terrible." Blah blah blah.
I think that the thing for me is I like all the elements of it. Mm-hmm. I just think they're each element could have been done better.
Yeah,
like interesting bad guy, but just barely. Overall story kind of interesting, but just barely. Yeah. Like everything is kind of like they weren't giving it like their A game, so it doesn't get an A.
It definitely doesn't.
It really feels like it's like a lot of C-list like writing and stuff of elements that had potential to be much more, and so I think even like. It sort of actually comes out to be like even a sum of less than its parts.
Yeah.
For me, and like I understand what they wanted to do by like you say following up the Waititi stuff, but they didn't even have it that good here. I don't think, and so I'm gonna put this at the bottom of C.
Okay.
It's just kind of fine, man. It's fine.
A good that's scene already more than what most people.
Yeah, it's a good scene here. It's a good scene there. Some of the stuff is funny. There's a bit of good action, but a lot of it is just meh. Yeah. And the whole time I'm thinking, well, this didn't need to be meh. This bit could have been better. This bit,
obviously, like the goofiness is a huge problem that. Because I already talked about with Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That sort of undermining of the seriousness of the situation. But
I didn't like the goofiness for me. The goofiness in this wasn't. It didn't have like the little. I don't know the something that the goofiness in Ragnarok.
What's
had.
crazy to me is that I actually found myself because the thing is with my issues with Ragnarok in that area are also partly because like. It kind of took me by surprise.
Sure.
Because I wasn't going into it. I wasn't like, oh, that's what this is going to be.
Right.
And then when it was that, I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. Right? But with going into this, I knew what we were getting in terms of...
Fair enough.
I saw the trailers and I knew that it was Taika Waititi was returning. So I knew it was going to be a lot of really goofy stuff. Mm-hmm. And so like I found that I actually found it much more tolerable in this one.
Okay.
Because even though it was even more silly and ridiculous, it didn't bother me as much because I went in expecting that.
Fair.
And basically, like...
You were prepped.
I was prepped and I was ready for that. So, like, when it happened, I was just like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Right? The other thing, too, is that for some reason, and maybe it's just for the same reason, maybe just because I was more ready, I actually found... the separation between the serious elements and the extremely goofy parts to come across better to me in this one. I didn't find the goofiness undermined the serious parts as much as I did with Ragnarok. I don't know why, but because they're even more extreme. I mean, they're even more extreme. I mean, literally. I mean, Jane is literally dying of cancer.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, you literally, and you have also the like the opening with Gore and like the whole like his daughter. And then like all his people are dead and his daughter's dead, you know, and then like he meets his god and it's like his god is just this total jerk who doesn't care at all. Yeah. Because of course not, he's a god. Most gods are not like Thor. I mean, even in the actual mythology, like Thor being as like friendly,
jovial,
and being like as good to like people and being like a protector and like a friend to like the people. Is not a common, like, that is not how most of the gods are. So, I mean, like, you know, they really did a good job of portraying the fact that, like, most gods would just be absolutely horrible because they're gods. Of course they would be, right? But, like, and so, like,
well, at least from our perspective,
Thor being sort of the exception to that is actually, like, oddly enough, quite true to the, you know, even though, like, almost nothing else is true to the mythology. But... And the thing is I just found, and with the comedic parts, there's just so many things that hit well for me, and I
mean the funny bits are
even
funny.
Even those are very divisive because like the screaming goats, like some people absolutely hated them and couldn't stand them and was just annoying every time that they're on screen, and every time they scream, it's like nails on a chalkboard for people. I thought it was hilarious every time. Right? Because to me, I was just like, oh yeah, that's so perfect for this. For this Thor, that's perfect. You know? Like for the Thor that they're doing here, that's a perfect, you know. And so yeah, like I really like it. Don't put it in F.
No.
So I think actually I'm gonna put it, it's clearly not as good of a movie as Ragnarok.
Yeah.
But I wasn't as bothered by it. And I mean I find myself quoting both of them all the time. In terms
but they're very quotable.
The funny, kind of clever bits. I think maybe I would put it... I'm going to actually put it above Black Widow in B.
So just under Ragnarok.
I believe Ragnarok's up.
Ragnarok's up here.
Yeah, that's Guardians 2.
That's Guardians. Yeah, this is Guardians. Yeah,
that's Guardians 2.
Yeah. I have a hard time for some reason. I always think those two. That poster is the Ragnarok poster. I don't know why. All right, now it's Hawkeye time.
Hawkeye.
All right, so we're just gonna cut to the chase here. This is S. I'll put it right here. I absolutely love Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner never got his own Hawkeye movie.
Yeah.
Which for a long time
they didn't kill him off though.
Yeah, true. And for a long time I felt bad. I felt like, man, like he does the character so well. Why can't we get a Hawkeye movie? And it was like, because they were saving up for this. Which I mean, it's also we kind of get like two Hawkeyes and Yelena. And it's just, and it's a Christmas show, show. Like it's
and Kingpin. Don't forget
Kingpin.
I mean, briefly, but still, I mean, at that point, we didn't know that there were any plans to even bring those elements into the actual MCU.
Yeah.
So
D'Onofrio popping up there was
for them to just be like, by the way, just Kingpin's just straight up in this, and it's still Vincent D'Onofrio, and it's just like, what the hell is going on? Yeah. Like that was crazy.
Yeah. Tracksuit Gang, which
Tracksuit Mafia,
Tracksuit Mafia. That's right.
Well, and I mean, and Maya herself.
Oh, and of course,
was a great introduction.
Yeah. It's so much fun. I've seen it a couple of times.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And I mean, like giving him so much to work with, it after kind of really underserving the character in a lot of ways. Like he was good in his appearances in the movies, like in the Avengers movies, but the fact that that's all he ever got, a super short cameo in Thor to introduce him, and then basically the Avengers movies, and even
he never guest popped up in anything else.
And something that Jerry Renner kind of took exception to, and I agree with him, is the fact that, and then in Avengers, which is his first time really getting to like be fully on screen, he's not even really himself for like most of the movie.
Right.
You know, he's under Loki's thrall. Yeah. So yeah, like finally getting a chance for him to really
great character, very short change,
play his character over a greater period of time and really show. And yeah. So anyways, yes, S for me as well. I put it at the bottom under Civil War, but still, it's still S. Yeah. It is one of the best things that they've done. And that actually, I would say it has actually grown on me a little bit, because when it first came out, I thought it was good. I thought it was very good, but not necessarily this good. But it's held up so well. And it's like a perennial,
I rewatched it this last Christmas.
Yeah, you could do
this is still so good.
You could do it as like a Christmas watch
for sure.
You know, if you had time.
Yeah.
You know, maybe space it out a little bit over.
Over the month. You watch it over the December
or something. But it really gets into that the feel of like it's great.
All right, now we get to Moon Knight.
Yeah, another kind of weird sidestep where it's like, I mean, Moon Knight is probably one
right
of
up
the
there
least connected.
I can't believe we're getting a Moon Knight.
Yeah, and it's probably one of the least connected. I mean, it literally has nothing. Yeah. Like, you could watch it completely separate from the rest of the Marvel Universe and not know anything about the MCU.
It's the fact that
In fact, I literally know a reactor that I watched.
Yeah.
That Moon Knight was the first MCU thing they watched, technically. Because that was like, they heard that like it was completely standalone.
Oh yeah,
and they kind of use that as like to kind of dip their toe in the water and see like, how do I like this kind of the feel of this, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, because it's like, it's probably the least connected of anything.
Yeah.
I mean, not only is there no like characters from other stuff, but I mean, there's pretty much no even like reference.
No.
There's nothing you need to know about the world. It's completely its own thing.
Yeah. But it's also like, and it had to be. It's so full of its own stuff.
Well, yeah, because it's a whole mythology.
Yeah, to jam like other MCU stuff in there willy-nilly.
Also,
just of
huge Oscar Isaac fan.
Oh, yeah.
Huge Ethan Hawke fan.
Oh, they're so good.
Like, it's,
it looks great.
Yeah. The acting.
As a huge Moon Knight fan.
Yeah. The acting is some of the best that I think they've had. Really intriguing storyline.
Yeah.
It does lag a little bit, kind of in the midsection a little bit, or late midsection. Like, it kind of starts strong, it kind of lags a little bit, and then it kind of goes up again.
I felt, I almost feel, not so much the opposite, but I also feel like when it gets to the end there, like, and maybe this is just because I liked what they were doing so much in it. Yeah. I feel like kind of like that last episode wraps up too much. I'm like, this could have been 2 episodes. I could have done another episode of this. Probably. You know? But again, that might have just been like, I want to see more of this character. You know? Because I was also like, this is also, because it's pretty wild. And I was like, they're not going to do another one of these. There's no way. Like, I doubt Moon Knight is ever even going to show up in anything again.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly would be an easy one for them
to drop. It would be amazing if he did.
Yeah.
Seeing that character rub up weirdly against, like, can you imagine Moon Knight?
Yeah.
With like Falcon and Winter Soldier? Like, what? Like, just the. But I love this. This is another S. I'm throwing it at the bottom of S here.
Yeah.
Just they took a risk doing such a crazy standalone thing, and I think it was fantastic.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go A, and you can put it. Let's see. Put it just below Loki.
Just below Loki.
Yeah.
Right here.
I do really like it, but it wasn't super my cup of tea in some aspects, and I just felt like it kind of slowed down a little bit at a time where I didn't want it to slow down, and I felt like it needed to get a little more spicy, and I felt like it kind of slowed down a bit. So, but it was really good.
Okay,
love the performances. Some of the best performances.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the MCU.
All right, so the TV train keeps trucking along in here. We got Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
So, different from Captain Marvel. Yeah. 2 characters with Marvel in their title.
Yeah. Technically, Captain Marvel used to be Miss
Marvel. In
comics,
but we get the most cheerfully bubbly MCU thing ever. Like, but without that underwriting any of the serious stuff that happens in it. Like, it, you know, to counteract a lot of the stuff that we, you know, maybe have dinged things for having, like, not necessarily like tonal things where like the Ragnarok problem and this stuff like that. Like, they managed to even keel.
Well, it feels
the
a lot
comedy
more
and the.
It feels way more down to earth.
Yes.
Like, it feels like, what if somebody actually like her just
like a kid who is like way too into superheroes gets powers,
became one and was like, you know, having to navigate that
and has the most entertaining and wonderful family. The mom and the dad are incredible.
Brother's great too.
Oh yeah. It just one of my favorite opening and closing sequences in a.
It's got a great style to it.
Yes, super good style. Interesting, quite different than the characters in the comics. For logistical reasons. But I think it worked fine. You know, I think if they had tried to I mean, I don't say TV budget, but obviously this is Marvel's TV budget, which is just a movie budget. But if they had tried to do, like, her growing stretchy powers that she has in the comic, it wouldn't have landed.
I also just feel like that's something where, like...
That's Mr. Fantastic.
Like, we just
I mean, I realize we haven't gotten him yet, but...
we just don't need that. Like, it just doesn't... No. And I don't think it would look as... you know, good, basically.
The way her powers are more keyed to cultural aspects and stuff, and that... It just all fit. It all just fit super great. I really enjoyed Miss Marvel. It's another one I've seen. I've rewatched. It's so much fun. I'm gonna put this one in A. I think I'm gonna put this one just behind Loki here on A here. It's a really great fun.
Of Iron Man 1.
I'm gonna actually put it ahead of Iron.
Spicy.
Okay, now you got me thinking. I didn't realize. I was only looking at what I was putting it behind, not what I was putting it behind it. You know what? I think actually I might swap those around. I'm going to swap those around there. Got Wanda here. Oh. This is where this whole thing where you start slotting stuff in and then you realize what you've put behind something rather than what you've put in.
Well, you should be looking at that.
Yeah. I've only been looking at what is better rather than what I think is worse than it. It's too much for my tiny brain. No, I'm good. Okay. It's good there.
I'm gonna go as well. I'm gonna go a little lower though because I don't think it necessarily has the like strongest execution with like the episode by episode and sort of the story beats. Like, it's fine, but again, it feels a little drawn out. And I think it gets away with it a little better than Falcon and Winter Soldier did. Like, it feels a little bit drawn out, a little bit more movie-like.
Sure.
Stretched out. It gets away with it a little better than Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think, because of the likability. Like, you can't... I mean, I love Bucky and Sam, too, but, like, in a different way.
Yeah.
I mean, Kamala's just lovable in a different way because she's just so...
That actress,
she's just a kid, but
hits
she's
it.
So put it at I would say put it above No Way Home, but below Guardians there. So like second.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's a B for both of, or no, A for both of us. Yeah. All right.
She-Hulk.
Time for She-Hulk, Attorney at Law.
Yeah.
Another one that was like, yay, they're finally doing She-Hulk. Oh no, what are they going to do with She-Hulk? Because it was like, I'm so cautious going into it.
Because it is basically a sitcom.
Yeah. Which I'm considering, like, the different takes Marvel has done with the TV shows, you know, between, like, how different Wanda was, how different Moon Knight.
If Ally McBeal was the Hulk.
Yeah, exactly.
It's basically like a legal...
Yeah.
It's a legal comedy.
Yeah.
Or dramedy.
Yeah. That's really,
I mean, like, the thing is this one was pretty divisive. I think a lot of people leaned a bit negative on it because it is just so...
I mean, it is quite... It's kind of so different. It's funny. It's so funny.
It's very different, and it is kind of a big swing in a lot of ways from what, people had been used to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we had the problem of it's not part of this because, of course, it wasn't technically MCU or Marvel Studios, but Deadpool, the Deadpool movie, the first one had already come out.
Right.
And people kind of associated, like, the whole fourth wall break thing as, like, very much a Deadpool thing.
Yeah.
But, of course, She-Hulk did it first.
Yeah.
And so, for me...
In the 80s!
The fact that they went there with She-Hulk, and I thought they did it perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, the execution on that was perfect. And, of course, Tatiana Maslany is, like, great actress. It was a great
a good performance.
Great choice for the role.
Yeah.
There's just, like, lots of little fun things. I mean, we got a little bit of Bruce, which, despite my issues with Hulk, with what they've done with the Hulk character post Infinity War, they kind of used him in the best possible way they could, really. Yeah. Like, for what his character has become. Yeah. That's about as good as
it was weird because, like, I didn't dislike him in this. I was like, oh, okay.
I guess, it fit the tone and it fit, the world that they were.
Same with like the, I guess, quote unquote, like the bad guys of it. Yeah. Like fit, know. And little Daredevil cameo.
Yeah, like all the little things of like people showing up, like Wong showing up.
Wong's everywhere.
Daredevil showing up. Like there was just so many cool little sort of just like, like just throw this in. And I mean the Daredevil episode having like Frogman or
exactly.
Frog or whatever, which again is like pretty deep cut.
Yeah, it's full of deep cuts.
Very much for the fans, and then like having to sort of like the way that they kind of emulated aspects of the fourth wall breaks from the comics, where having things like her busting out of the show and into like the
studio,
the Disney Plus menus, and climbing over and climbing into a different part of Disney Plus is kind of akin to like how in the comics you can like bust into other panels or pages or things like that. So I mean, there's a lot of really clever stuff like that. Yeah. So like
I love how they never take time to explain it either. Like she addresses the audience, and they're never like. She never stops to tell like anybody why she. No, that's
they don't
just,
do it in Deadpool either.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just one of the. It's just the way that it is for those characters.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really, for the most part, I enjoyed it. I mean, it definitely was extremely lightweight and frivolous and kind of unimportant in a lot of ways. Because like I said, it's basically a sitcom. It's basically just like sit back, have some fun, and I think that for a lot of people like. That didn't enjoy it so much, it was like just a bit of too big of an ask.
Sure.
Like they just were like, well, I just, this isn't fun for me, or they just couldn't get into the spirit of it.
Yeah. No, that's, it's understandable.
Yeah, it's not amazing. I would put it maybe, put it like B under, like between Ant-Man and Ragnarok, I think.
Ant-Man and Ragnarok, which is here.
Actually, no. Put it under Ragnarok.
Put it under Ragnarok? Okay.
And that way it's right next to Incredible
Hulk.
Because that sort of works.
Yeah.
That sort of works. Because, I mean, putting it above Ragnarok, that might be a little bit pushing it, because... Yeah, I mean, Ragnarok is a pretty epic film.
I'm also going to throw this in B. I really like this. I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
As far as where it sits amongst my B choices, though, I think I'm going to put it just below Doctor Strange.
All right.
So I'm tempted to put it all the way up here with Hulk as well, but I think I like these ones a little better. It is so much fun, though. She nails the character so well. It's one of the I think of the movies, I will often I think of a clip and I want to go back and I watch the little clip on YouTube. It's probably of the shows one of the few where I've gone back and watched so many clips from the show, because it's so many good little bits. Again, the sitcom-y kind of lighter nature of it, affords it that.
All right. Well, now we have our special presentations.
Yeah, 2 of these. The only 2 we got. Probably the only 2 we're ever going to get.
Well, Punisher is also one.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah,
but it hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, that's right. So we started with Werewolf by Night.
Yeah.
What was supposed to be... They were going to do a bunch of these, and...
Well, I don't think it was ever like a given. Like
I
don't think it was like, oh, this is happening. It was more of a like, let's try this.
Yeah.
See what people think. See how it turns out.
Again, very big swing here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can watch it all in black and white.
It came out originally.
That's right. It was only black and white on the release.
The color version didn't come out until quite recently.
Yeah. And it's monster stuff. Like monsters.
Very like classic monster kind of vibes.
You know,
even though it's still very much steeped in the comic universe in terms of like
a lot of the
Man-Thing.
Yep.
You know, Ted.
Bloodstone. The Bloodstone family.
And all that. And the Werewolf by Night himself, like Jack, is very much a comic character from the comics. Like, it's very comic specific, but if you don't know that, it's very standalone. Because, again, it doesn't really connect to any other MCU stuff.
Yeah.
But it's, you know,
I think I really, really liked it. It was I've seen a couple of times now.
Yeah, well, it's so easy to watch because it's basically like an episode.
It's like
one episode.
Yeah. It's like I think it's a little less than an hour. It's not.
That's why it's like because it's not a movie. It's not a series.
It's special presentation.
So it's just like a one-off episode basically.
I think it's really great. I'm really glad they made it. I'm glad they took the swings they did with it. I'm gonna throw it at the bottom of A here.
Okay.
Really, really enjoy it. Yeah. It's the only my only. Again, it's one of those things like some of the more one-off things is the only things I can think really negative about it are like potential that we won't see with those characters and stuff like that. Like, oh man, I want more Balsam Bloodstone. I want more Man-Thing. You know, but that's not the fault of this. You know,
Elsa.
Yeah.
Because I mean, my feeling about that is basically just like. Getting Elsa is one step closer to next wave.
We're halfway there. We're halfway there.
You know, like it's and I liked how they did her too. So.
Sure.
Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, this may be a little spicy.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, because I mean, some people might be like, "What the hell." I'm going S for this.
You're going S.
You can put it at the bottom.
Bottom S.
S, but still S.
I mean, I put it A.
I think it's pretty much flawless.
Yeah.
Like, I really, like, if you dig what they were doing, I don't see what you could really criticize about it. Like, the designs were awesome.
Yeah.
The story was awesome for what it was, as just, like, a one-off little, like, one episode, 1 hour show, basically.
Yeah.
Man-Thing was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Like, perfect. Like, you could not have done that character better.
Yeah.
Because it literally...
Perfect transition.
Yeah. I mean, he looked exactly perfectly comic accurate. His powers, like the whole burning...
Yeah, the fear. If you fear, he burns.
Yeah, like the burning hand, like touch stuff was done perfectly. The werewolf looked perfect, and the way it was done was cool. And the fact that it, like, the way that it took so long to pay off and, like, the tension, like, you didn't even really know, like, what is this guy's deal? Jack, for, like, the first good amount of it. And then Elsa was done really well. I really enjoyed her character. The only thing that was really weird for me is it was very distracting to me that she looks so much like Jessica Jones, Kristen, different actress, but looks like very similar. Yeah. And I kept getting distracted because I'm just like, wait, so that's not her? How is that not the same person? It literally looks exactly like her. But she was really good. Just the mood and the atmosphere, right? Michael Giacchino was the creative thing behind it, and he's mostly known as a composer. Yeah. So he did all the music, of course, too. And
Laura Donnelly.
Yeah, so good. I love it. It's pretty much perfect. I mean, even just the whole like I prefer the black and white version with just the red of the blood. Yeah. Of the bloodstone.
Have you seen the color version?
I haven't actually watched it. No, I've seen clips. It does go to color at the very end when you have in the morning when Jack and Ted have their final and that whole thing. I mean, the bromance.
It's so good.
Jack and Ted's friendship is so pure. Mm-hmm. You know, like I just love it.
You know, okay, I'm moving this up. It's staying in A, but I think I'm going to move it up. Yeah, I think I'm going to move it up. I think I'm going to bring it up.
just the whole moment.
I'm bringing it up to there
when Jack is making his alliance with Elsa.
Yeah,
and then explaining about Ted and stuff, and it's just like, oh, it's fine. Just when you see him, call him by his name, and she's like. Because it's just like, oh, he's just like this random hulking monster. And it's just like, well, what's his name? He's like Ted. And she's like, okay, sure. You know, and then of course when she does meet him, she's like, Ted?
Question mark?
Yeah. It's so good. Yeah, so good. Okay.
And finally, wrap up 2022 Guardians Holiday Special.
Yeah. So our other special presentation.
Yeah. A straight up...
it's just a Christmas special.
It's a Christmas special with Drax and
very
Mantis in.
I enjoy this a lot.
Stuck on Earth.
Yeah.
With Kevin Bacon. Yeah.
I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah.
There is a very weird thing about it, which is that I do question. Like, for me, it's not so much of an issue because I know I'm going to watch everything anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But putting key information that's going to need to be known in the next movie
for Guardians 3
in a holiday special feels weird to me. And the fact that, like...
Because the whole rest of it feels so throwaway.
It is. It's literally just this dumb, like...
you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, like... I mean, something we talked about recently. It reminds me of, like Star Wars holiday special. Yeah. Stuff like that. Just like
it's like imagine if you had needed to watch the Star Wars holiday special to set up like some important information
for like Return of the Jedi
for Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
would have been wild.
It would have been like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
So the fact that you need to watch the holiday special to understand like multiple things, like the fact that they bought and took over Nowhere.
Yes.
The new ship, like the Bowie.
Yeah.
Is introduced here. The whole idea of Mantis and Peter being siblings. And Mantis was also a child of Ego. It's introduced here, and it's like all these things are very key in Volume 3. And if you haven't seen this, which a lot of people I could see skipping it because they just be like, whatever. It's like some special. I don't know what that is.
Christmas,
right?
Yeah.
And the fact that you can't really skip it is weird.
To me, it's like we had all these things that were pivotal for Guardians 3.
Yeah.
They were like, we can't put all this in Guardians 3.
Yeah.
We need to put it somewhere.
Yeah.
So we'll do a TV thing.
Yeah.
But then making it a Christmas special is the part where I think it becomes like... And for me, that's not a knock against it, but it becomes
like I said,
for like a general audience to pick up on it.
Exactly, because most people are just not going to realize that it's important.
Yeah.
And for me, I mean, I watch everything anyway, so it's like whatever.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a weird choice.
Yeah.
And it is. I mean, it's very goofy. It's very I mean, it takes what's already. I mean, the Guardians movies are already sort of fairly comedic.
Yeah.
And it really kind of makes it real goofy. Drax and Mantis just like running wild on Earth and being silly and it just I don't know, it's just very,
the whole Kevin Bacon style.
I mean, it's fun, but so I mean, I'm gonna go. I mean, I will admit I am a bit of a sucker for like just the sentiment of like like it feels like an old like when you're a kid and you'd watch like a Christmas special like an annual like you'd watch some I don't know like Bing Crosby or like or like one of those animated ones or whatever. It's kind of in the tradition of that. Put it at, let's go like bottom of B, I guess.
Okay.
Sort of right in the middle, kind of ish.
Sure.
No, like in the middle of the list overall. I mean.
Oh, of B?
No, like it's just putting it in.
The bottom puts it sort of
it roughly kind of halfway
in that middle grouping.
Yeah. Like not halfway in terms of numbers of entries, but like halfway in terms of rating.
Yeah.
Because like I don't really know where to put it because it's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But like I also kind of enjoy it because because I'm a bit of a sucker for that stuff.
Yeah. It's fun, but it's so throwaway.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird. I'm gonna put it C. I'm gonna put it a little bit like higher on C. I was gonna put it bottom of C, but I'm like, but the good.
It's fun.
Nah, I'm gonna put it bottom of C.
Fair enough.
It just
no, that's fair.
I think the other thing for me with it is even though it has that like holiday special vibeness to it, I've also kind of had no like desire to go back and watch it again.
No, I mean, I admit I haven't. I haven't watched it.
And I think that might be a hiccup for the reason that you mentioned.
I think I've seen one reactor do it.
And that's the pertinent information from it.
Yeah.
I don't need to, like it's not relevant, you know. And so it's but yeah. Well, all right, there we go. That's phase 4 done.
4 as well.
We're up to 39 movies and TV shows.
Jeez.
We've got whatever phase 5 has gotten it, another 12 or 13 to go or something like that.
Not very much.
Yeah. That was phase 4, very TV heavy.
Yeah, phase 4 is definitely the biggest one.
It's so much TV stuff.
And I think it's just the biggest one.
For sure. Yeah.
Projects.
Yeah. It was a beefy. Yeah.
Because I don't think 5 has that many projects in it.
Yeah, no.
There's definitely a bit of a slowdown.
Yeah, because this is 2 years.
Yeah.
This is in 2 years. It's crazy.
The last couple of years have definitely had a big slowdown.
Yeah. Well, all right then. So next time we will be back with phase 5. Until then, I'm Chris.
Is that?
Cheers.
Bye-bye.